organizational change often fails because managers are frequently not attuned to how the change recipients will respond. Not enough thought is given to the change recipient's perspective of what that change looks and feels like. So, how can you bring the perspective of the change recipients into clearer focus? By cultivating and practicing a critical, soft leadership skill that quite honestly isn't soft and can be one of the most challenging skills of leadership. Hi, I'm Dr. Dawn Marie Turner, President of Turner Change Management and creator of the Readiness Mindset. In today's video, I want to explore the fifth attribute that executive leaders need to demonstrate in order to successfully create a change-ready organization and use change for growth. If you missed the first 4 videos of this 8-part series, you can catch up with them through the links in the show notes below. Empathy is the ability to recognize and connect with another person's experiences, beliefs, and feelings. Or sometimes, as in the case of organizational change, it may be with a group of people. It is the ability to put ourselves in another person's shoes. It doesn't mean we agree with them, but we can understand and see the world from their perspective. Leaders who demonstrate empathy look to understand the change event and the transition through the perspective of the change recipients. They're looking to understand their reactions, their behaviors, and their responses to the change based on their perception of what that change means for them. They recognize the experiences, expectations, uncertainty, and the work that people will need to do to move through that transition may be very different than their own. They can recall situations that were similar for them and remember how they reacted. Therefore, they're less likely to label people as resistant to change. And they endeavor to explore and understand that perspective a little bit further. All successful change leaders are empathetic, and they lead change from the perspective of the change recipients. They recognize the need for project timelines, budgets, and training. But they also know that it is the employees and their ability to move through that transition that will determine their success. When I work with an executive leader who's keen to get a change implemented, we start very early in our conversation to explore what the change event looks like from the change recipients, the people that are going to have to do the heavy lifting. I encourage them to reflect on a few key questions that can make a dramatic difference to their organization and their change initiative and their employees' ability to move through a change with less stress and less impact to their operational environment. For example, we talk about what does the change look and feel like for the people that must make the transition, the people that need to unlearn current ways of working and activities to adopt new activities and behaviors that may be unfamiliar and disruptive. And then I ask, what is the level of discomfort that they may need to experience while making that transition? Because all change is uncomfortable. Understanding the level of discomfort that people will need to navigate can help you develop a plan and the right level of support for success. Another question that I get them to reflect on is, have they ever felt that discomfort or been in a similar situation. And we explore what it was like for them and what kind of support they needed, what they were expecting from their leadership, what would have helped, what didn't help. And that allows the leaders to reflect and build a stronger, more flexible, more adaptive transition plan. Another question that we explore is, what level of support will be needed to help them move through the transition? And what can they do as a leader to minimize that discomfort so the employees and the organization can achieve the intended outcome? And because they've reflected already on what the change looks like from the change recipients, from their employees' perspective, they're better able to identify key and concrete ways of supporting them that helps people move through the change, builds the level of readiness needed, and ensures that that change will stick. Taking the time to pause and reflect on these simple questions will make a difference in your organization and to your overall efforts to increase the capacity and capability of your organization to use change as a way of enhancing growth and stability. I just want to make one caveat. It's important to remember that demonstrating empathy during change doesn't mean making everybody happy, nor does it mean that you won't make difficult decisions or any timelines. It means acknowledging, respecting without judgment, and connecting with your employees' view of the change experience and helping them move through the transition as easily, as comfortably as is possible to achieve the desired outcome. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and watch for our next video in this series. Trust your employees. Bye for now.